Got so much work to do. Trying to talk to you. You give me five minutes of focus. Give me 5 minutes of focus. 5 minutes of focus. Give me 5 minutes of focus.
Welcome to your 5 minute focus. Today's scripture is actually going to be coming from Colossians 1, verse 16. But before I go into that scripture, I wanted to sort of talk about what this next 40 days is going to look like. So, I am rereading The Purpose Driven Life by Rick Warren, which I have read before. And since I turned 40 this year, I wanted to just sort of go back to this. And as I was thinking about what to focus on for June, it was just plain and clear that I needed to sort of get back in touch with the purpose that God has ordained for my life. And it made me think about how many times we set out to do the things that God has called us to. We position ourselves to do those things. We um, do the things necessary to try to make sure that we're in line with those things. But there's so many distractions that that oftentimes not could, but do throw us off track to what God has originally intended for our lives. And I specifically say our lives because there are so many ways to get off your path that God has ordained you for. What do I mean by that? There is social media, there are other people. It used to be that it was just other people, and it was easy to like brush other people off because you don't live with them. You didn't see them as often. But now in 2021, everybody is right there at your fingertips. And I was looking for my phone, but I don't have it. But everybody is right there at your fingertips. And if you scroll social media for just 5 minutes, you oftentimes will find yourself looking at so many different elements and pieces to life that you may not have even thought of had you not seen it on social. I use myself as an example. I look at places that I have not been ever, and looking at social media make me feel like I'm supposed to be at those places. Like I'm supposed to go there. I'm supposed to travel there. And what if I'm not supposed to travel there? I'm using that just really as an example of how easy it is for us to get our focus to what God has called us to do. And you may see somebody doing something on social that you know good and well you can't do. Like you've never been able to do it, like not even once. But you find yourself feeling like you should be doing that thing. And you may even start to, unconsciously start to do things that lean towards that is completely outside of what God has intended for you. So I said all of that to say that I want to make sure that I am focusing on those things that God has called me to. I want you to make sure that you're focusing on those things that God has called you to. And through it, in the first scripture actually starts off with Colossians 1 and 16, and it says, "For everything, absolutely everything, above and below, visible and invisible, everything got started in Him and finds its purpose in Him." So, what does that mean? Well, one, like I just said it, like I'm not saying this book is gonna get me to my purpose. That's not what I'm saying. Because my purpose is in Him. But as I'm walking through the different chapters in this book, which is focused on getting to, or kind of reigniting that purpose within you, and in some cases helping you find that purpose, it's going to um, cause me to focus on these specific areas. It's going to cause me to focus on um, more of hearing from God on what that purpose and what that plan is. And the first chapter says it starts with God, and I'm not going to read the whole chapter, but that that in itself is a lesson. It starts with God. So we're not going to find our purpose on social media. We're not going to find it in other people. We're not going to find it in books. We're not going to find it in other people. We find our purpose in God. So it it's up to us to seek God for that purpose, seek God for His plan for our lives. Well, that's all the time we have for today. I hope you will join me on this purpose driven life journey for the entire 40 days. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. This has been your 5-Minute Focus.